XP farm. It's cheap, really easy to build, and it uses no armadillos and no iron golems. Okay, and here's everything that you need for this XP farm. Just look at this cute zombie. Look at this thing. And by the way, this is a splash potion of infestation. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you how you can make it later. And one last thing, you're gonna need 2 stacks of building blocks, but there are some prohibited blocks that you cannot use. These blocks right here, I mean, we're gonna be using a lot of silverfish, so they can infest them and break them, and it's gonna be messy. So just use any other block except these ones. So let's stop talking and let's get to building. And the first step, and as always, the most important one, it's the location. You may have noticed I have some snow and some carved pumpkins. Yes, we're gonna be making some snowmen, which means you cannot build this farm in warm biomes like savannas behind me, a desert, or a mesa. Because if you do, let me just show you what happens. So I'm gonna spawn a snow golem, and as you can see, yeah, he's immediately gonna die. And now we can actually start. Place 1 sunflower down, and these flowers are kind of special because they always point to the east direction. We're gonna need to find south, which is really simple. Just stand in the direction of the sunflower, look to the right, and this right here is going to be the south direction. So you can just place a block there to mark it. And now we need to build our farm following this direction over here. I want you to start by placing a block, skip 1 block, and then place 3 more. And now using these 4 blocks, I want you to kind of make a square, and it's going to be a 5 by 5 square. Just like this with a hole over here. Now next to the gap, I want you to place a fence here and go on the other side, this is really important, and place 1 trapdoor on top of it. It needs to be opening up in this direction, it's really important. Now inside this square, I want you to place 1 temporary block and place 1 iron trapdoor on the top part of the block, so it should be on the middle block just like this. Of course, you can break the temporary block and place 2 more on top of the iron trapdoor. And on the second block, I want you to look at the top part and place 4 trapdoors surrounding it just like this. Now you can break these 2 temporary blocks, and now it's gonna get kind of tricky. We're gonna need a zombie on top of this iron trapdoor, but don't worry, I'm gonna show you an easy way of doing it. You're gonna start by making a staircase to this trapdoor, but make sure on one of these sides it's actually 2 blocks like this and then a staircase. It's kind of difficult to explain, but you're going to be having a staircase, 2 blocks, and then the trapdoors. And using some more building blocks, I want you to place 2 on top of these trapdoors right here. And I want you to make a tunnel surrounding this line of blocks just like this. Make sure it's 2 blocks tall. And now we're ready, but I'm gonna explain the maneuver to you because it's kind of tricky. I'm gonna do it in a moment, but you're gonna have a zombie over here. He's gonna be following you. You need to go up the stairs, wait for him to get really close to you, or else they're gonna stop following you. Jump to the other side and try to place a block behind him to make him stuck over here. And then it's gonna be easy to just like push him around to this hole. Alright, as you can see, I'm in survival and I'm definitely not scared at all. Okay, I'm actually kind of scared. So you should find a zombie in the open pretty easily. I'm just gonna spawn him. So here's my zombie. And just like I told you, we're gonna go up these stairs and wait for him. When he gets really close, jump to the other side. You should be able to place a block behind him. Let me try. And he's stuck. And now it's really simple. You can go up here. Make sure to not get hit. So let me just make a small platform. Close it from the other side as well so he doesn't fall down. And now you can just hit him until he goes into the hole. Just like that. And once you have the zombie in, we're going to break these blocks because we don't need them anymore, like this tunnel. Leaving 1 block like this on top of the trapdoor. And now before it gets to downtime so he doesn't burn, you're going to be placing 1 dispenser facing down on top of him. But it doesn't stop here for the zombie. We need to make sure that he doesn't despawn. And you have 2 options. You can either throw an item at him and wait for him to pick it up just like this. This is perfect. And now he will never despawn. But if he doesn't pick up the block, you needed to do the old-fashioned way of giving him a name tag. And now we can actually move on from the zombie. For this next step, I'm going to be using some glass, but you don't have to. You can use building blocks. It doesn't really matter. But we're going to be adding 1 more layer of blocks on top of this square just like this. And now before we add the second layer, I want you to go to the corner where you have the trapdoor and everything over here, and go to the opposite one and place a water bucket, so it should all flow over there. And now add another layer of blocks, crouch and place 1 button on top of the dispenser, and add the final layer of blocks, which will act as a roof. Now we're gonna move on to the trident killer. So go back to the front. I want you to place 3 blocks next to this trapdoor from the right, and then add 2 blocks like this, and then 1 block, so you should have this like triangle. At the end here, place 1 lever, next to it 1 redstone comparator, and make sure to click it once so like this little torch will light up, and place 4 redstone dust on the remaining blocks. And now if we press this lever, it's gonna go up and down really quickly, and this is basically our trident killer mechanism. You're gonna turn it off for now. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for probably the most important part, these snowmen. But I'm gonna be explaining something really quickly first. So the way these farms work, like the ones with the potion of infestation, you have a mob and make sure they get damaged, but they do not die. And every time they do get damaged, a silverfish will spawn and you can kill them for XP. For a while, I've been using armadillos, using a zombie to scare them on top of a cactus so they get damaged, but we don't have to do that anymore. You don't need to transport armadillos thousands of blocks because we're going to be using this zombie. And the only way of damaging him and not killing him is with snowballs. He will never die like this. And that's why we use snowmen. Oh my god, I'm kind of invisible. Now go to the left side of the farm and I want you to break this block right here. So you should access the zombie. Now count 2 blocks from the farm, so 1 and then 2, and make a plus sign just like this. The block that is closest to the farm, we're not going to do anything to it yet, but the 3 others, we're going to extend them up 1 block, add another, and 1 final one. And for this block right here, you're going to be placing 3 blocks, just like we did for these, but break the middle one just like this. This right here is going to be like our snowman chamber. Imagine like I'm a snowman, I have some snowballs, I can throw them pretty comfortably, and I'm protected. And now it's time to build the snowman, and it's really simple. You're going to start by placing 2 snow blocks on top of each other and a carved pumpkin on top, and we have a snowman. And as you can see, he immediately starts attacking the zombie. But here's where it gets interesting. How many snowmen should you put in? Well, no need to thank me. I've actually done some tests because I'm kind of a scientist. So for 20 snow golems, you're going to be getting 35 levels of XP. For 40, you're going to be getting 40. And for 60 snow golems, you're going to be getting 45 levels of XP. So for every 20 snowmen that you add on top of 20, you're going to be getting 5 more levels of XP. So pick a number of snow golems and spawn them in here. Dude, look at this snowball. Like, relax, dude. What is this? And once you have all of your snow golems absolutely destroying this zombie, place 1 block on top of them in case it rains. Now go back to the front, and on top of this trapdoor right here, we're going to be placing another one and closing it. And we're going to be throwing some tridents onto this trapdoor. How many, you might ask? Well, it's kind of simple. Between 1 and 3 tridents. Once you throw them, you're going to be opening up this trapdoor, so they're going to fall onto this bottom trapdoor. And when you click this lever, as you can see, our trident killer is working properly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our farm is complete. Our damaging mechanism is working. We have the trident killer. All we need now is the infamous splash potion of infestation, and I'm going to show you how to make it now. So we're obviously going to need a brewing stand and these materials right here. So a water bottle, blaze powder, another wart, gunpowder, and a stone block, like just a stone block. You're gonna start by placing in the blaze powder over here. So we have our fuel. Place your water bottles in the bottom and 1 other wart on top. This is the first ingredient. And once it's done, you should end up with an awkward potion. Now place in your stone block here on top. Dude, this got me feeling like... And boom, we have a potion of infestation, and now to throw it, you need to place 1 gunpowder, and this is the final ingredient. And just like that, we have a splash potion of infestation, and now we can get back to the farm. So we're gonna go on top and place the splash potion of infestation into the dispenser. I just switched my game mode to survival, and I've made like this staircase so you can access the top of the farm. And now all you have to do is press this button and quickly turn on the trident killer. And this right here is our farm. Just look how many silverfish we're getting. You're gonna start getting a lot of XP and fast. I mean, we're already at level 10. This is crazy. And this potion lasts for 3 entire minutes. So let's wait and see how much XP we can get. Okay, and as you can see, there is no more silverfish spawning, so let me just turn off the trident killer. And as you can see, I almost have 45 levels of XP, 1 potion, 3 minutes, 44 levels of XP. It's just insane. This is it for today. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It was me, Mod Stuff. Bye-bye.